Besides the dead ringer, the Spy-Cicle is perhaps one of Spy's most controversial weapons. The weapon has very unique stats while also seeming nearly identical to the stock knife. Or is it? Before we get into the nitty-gritty stuff, let's get into some history of the weapon. According to the Team Fortress 2 official wiki, the Spy-Cicle is a community-created melee weapon for the spy that is, well, an icicle. It was added in 2011 in the Australian Christmas update, long before I even knew TF2 existed. The weapon has had very few changes compared to most Team Fortress 2 weapons and items throughout its existence. It was last updated in 2012 when a crafting blueprint was added. Speaking of crafting, you can add a reclaimed metal with your eternal reward to craft the Spy-Cicle. The knife has festive variants as well as kill streaks and stranges. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into some stats. The Spy-Cicle only has one drawback and one upside. The upside being able to escape a heck of a lot of fire damage, but the downside being not able to use your knife for 15 seconds unless you find metal packs. Like any other of Spy's knives, the Spy-Cicle can backstab enemies for an insta-kill. A butter knife will cause 40 damage per swing, and the interval between the swings is 0.8 seconds. Once you backstab someone, they turn into an ice statue, which is listed as a downside but has minimal effects. Now let's get into the fun part. You may be wondering, is it a crutch for spies who can't deal with pyros? In my opinion, no, that is not the reason why I think the Spy-Cicle is a crutch. What I am about to tell you may surprise you, and that is the Spy-Cicle has extra melee range than any of other the knives. You may have felt this when playing Spy, switching on or off with the Spy-Cicle and noticing a difference in the range. It's not Demo Knight Islander level or anything, but it still gives Spies a major advantage. Another example of a weapon with unintended extra range is the disciplinary action for Soldier. Anyway, this extra range gives you better advantage in pretty much every trick stab since you don't have to move your mouse as much. This knife also gets a lot of complaints about Facetabs. The extra range is a direct result of this increased number of Facetabs. You might think that the extra range means it's a direct upgrade, right? Well, yes and no. You see, when you are fighting someone and you get hit by fire damage, it literally takes away your knife like the IRS takes your taxes. This ruins any chance for a stab, especially if you are trying to trick stab a trigger-happy scorch shot pyro. And if you have the L'Etranger, you are very much screwed due to its low damage. Well, what can be done to fix this? Even though it is not a major issue in Team Fortress 2, considering things like the scorch shot, bots, and the vaccinator exist, but it can still make life a lot easier for people who get face stabbed often by this weapon. Fixing the hitbox so that the Spy-Cicle matches all the other knives would be the most easy and efficient fix. Though I doubt Valve will ever do this because they haven't given us a patch in like 3 months. Fixing the hitbox will mean that spies who rely on this weapon's extra range can learn how to use all the other knives and most likely have more fun doing so, figuring out different playstyles and whatnot. In conclusion, is the Spy-Cicle a crutch? And the answer is yes, if you use it exclusively for the extra range and not flame damage and bullets. Kind of like the Dead Ringer, it's only a crutch if you use it as one. Anyway, I hope you liked the video, and thanks for watching. Bye.